The defense partnership between India and Armenia has emerged as one of the most dynamic and strategically significant developments in global arms trade. Recently, India's Chief of Defense Staff, General Anil Chauhan, visited Yerevan, where the Armenian armed forces proudly showcased an array of advanced Indian-made weapon systems for the first time in public. The display, set against the ongoing tensions in the South Caucasus, underscored Armenia's deliberate shift away from reliance on traditional supplier Russia towards diversified, reliable partners like India. What makes this partnership particularly noteworthy is its direct challenge to the military dominance enjoyed by Turkey and its close ally Azerbaijan in the region, effectively eroding Ankara's ability to project unchallenged power through proxy conflicts. Central to this evolving equation are the cutting-edge Indian defense systems now integrated into Armenia's arsenal, representing billions of dollars in exports and a testament to New Delhi's indigenous technological prowess. The Pinaka Multi-Barrel Rocket Launcher system stands out as a game-changer, with its latest variants capable of firing precision-guided rockets out to ranges exceeding 90 kilometers, delivering devastating saturation strikes in minutes. Armenia has acquired multiple batteries of this system, which offers superior mobility, rapid reload times, and accuracy that outmatches many legacy Russian platforms previously in Yerevan's inventory. Complementing Pinaka are the advanced towed artillery gun and the MARG 155 mm wheeled howitzers, both developed under India's Self-Reliance Initiative. The ATAGS, with its 52 caliber barrel and automated features, achieves ranges beyond 50 kilometers while firing advanced munitions, providing Armenian forces with long-range firepower ideally suited to the mountainous terrain of the Caucasus. The MARG variant adds tactical mobility, allowing quick deployment and shoot-and-scoot operations that complicate enemy counter-battery fire. Air defense has been another critical focus, addressed through the export of the Akash 1S surface-to-air missile system. This mobile medium-range platform can engage aircraft, drones, helicopters, and cruise missiles at distances up to 45 kilometers with multi-target tracking and high kill probability. The 2020 Nagorno-Karabakh war exposed Armenia's vulnerability to Azerbaijan's Turkish and Israeli drone swarms, which decimated armored columns and artillery positions with impunity. Akash 1S directly counters this threat, creating layered protection that forces adversaries to operate at a higher risk and cost. Central to this are the Swathi Weapon Locating Radars, which detect incoming artillery, rockets, and mortars in real time, enabling rapid counter-fire responses. India has also supplied loitering munitions, often called suicide drones, such as the Sky Striker and Harop equivalents, developed domestically, along with anti-drone systems and Zen Anti-Drone platforms. These provide Armenia with precision strike capabilities and electronic warfare tools to neutralize the very drone superiority that Turkey helped Azerbaijan build through Bayraktar TB2 exports and joint production. The strategic impact of these Indian systems on Turkey's regional posture cannot be overstated. Ankara has invested heavily in positioning itself as the preeminent military power in the South Caucasus, leveraging its fraternal ties with Azerbaijan to supply advanced drones, electronic warfare suites, and training that tipped the scales in 2020. Turkish leaders have openly framed victories in Nagorno-Karabakh as extensions of their own influence, with President Erdogan frequently invoking pan-Turkic solidarity. However, Armenia's acquisition of Indian weaponry fundamentally disrupts this narrative of invincibility. The Pinaka and ATAGS systems grant Yerevan artillery overmatch, potentially neutralizing Azerbaijan's numerical advantages in tubes and allowing preemptive or retaliatory strikes that could blunt offensives before they gain momentum. Akash missiles and anti-drone tech directly degrade the effectiveness of Turkey's flagship Bayraktar TB2 drones, which rely on operating in contested airspace with minimal resistance. In any future conflict, Azerbaijani Turkish forces would face significantly higher attrition rates, longer supply lines strained by counter-battery fire located by Swathi radars, and diminished air superiority, turning what was once a lopsided advantage into a far more balanced, costly proposition. This erosion of superiority strikes at the core of Turkey's broader ambitions. Turkish defense industry, heavily promoted through exports to allies like Azerbaijan, Pakistan, and Central Asian states, depends on battlefield success stories to secure contracts worth billions. Indirectly challenges the informal Turkey-Pakistan-Azerbaijan axis, which has coordinated against Indian interests on international forums, including Kashmir-related resolutions. By arming Armenia, India establishes a counterweight in a region where Turkish influence once went unchallenged, complicating Ankara's ability to use Azerbaijan as a proxy for broader geopolitical maneuvers. For Armenia, these weapons restore credible deterrence after the traumatic 2020 defeat, enabling force modernization without the political strings attached to Russian supplies. The cost-effective pricing, technology transfer elements, and training support from India enhance operational readiness and long-term sustainability. India, in turn, reaps substantial benefits. Defense exports to Armenia have crossed $600 million and continue growing, validating indigenous systems on foreign battlefields and boosting New Delhi's global market share. Strategically, it expands India's footprint in Eurasia, adjacent to Iran and energy corridors, while signaling to adversaries that India can project power through partnerships. Ultimately, Indian weapons in Armenian hands are methodically dismantling the aura of Turkish military dominance in the Caucasus. No longer can Ankara assume its allies will enjoy unchecked technological edges. Instead, future conflicts risk becoming protracted, expensive stalemates that strain Turkey's resources and prestige. This shift not only bolsters Armenia's security, but also marks India's arrival as a pivotal player in reshaping regional balances, quietly yet decisively breaking the backbone of overextended Turkish ambitions.